Alright, for all the skeptics out there, here's your typical interloper run. 4.4 pounds. I don't have a hacksaw to go with it yet, but I'm on day 10. I should have a hacksaw. I haven't been to Pleasant Valley. Probably a hacksaw somewhere in Mystery Lake somewhere. I don't know. Any case, day 10, not bad. Not bad at all. And the good thing, I love the weight here. I still got 6 pounds to go. 24 pieces of reclaimed wood on me. Take a look. Take a look at my wood situation and my match situation. I need some reishi mushrooms, but I have antibiotics. Not a big deal. 2 stems. Clothes. Clothes are nice. Everything. Well, as you can see, just go right here. You can see everything I'm wearing. 99.99. I'm not going to waste a piece of cloth for the 1%, but I'm doing good. I'm down to very little food, but we are about to go to Coastal Highway, and I am not bad on calories per se. I went ahead and took the gut. I made all the line I needed. I made 2 sets. I can still make 2 more, which I can do right now because I have to do those outside once I get to, you know, Coastal Highway. So I just go here and take a left, and I'll just go do that real quick while I'm standing here. Right? Come on, give me. Oh, there we go. Don't hear any like wind, anything going on outside. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. There was a blizzard last night, so I got healed up. And give ourselves a little buffer on food. And let's take a look. Everything is out of here. There's a whetstone in there, there's a whetstone there, and a hammer there, and we're off. I have, as you can see, nothing here but what you see for tools. Now, isn't the dam a great place? I love the dam. I remember the first time I found it, I fell in love with it. The funny thing was, I came in here many times. I don't know, probably 6, 7 times before I ever knew Fluffy was
Oh,
in
I
there.
could eat anything right now.
Before Fluffy made a sound. And then I got attacked in there. Then I knew, and then I started looking at people's videos, and then, yeah, then it was like, oh, Fluffy's in there all the time. Well, Fluffy wasn't in there most of the time, or at least any of the time when I first went in there, but, you know. But the dam was always fun, and the dam is cool because, boom, you go that way, and it's Pleasant Valley and Timberwolf Mountain, and you go this way, and it's Coastal Highway and Desolation Point. You go that way, and it's Mystery Lake and Forlorn Muskeg and Milton and Broken Railroad. So, I'm out here. Uh huh. Okay. I'm out there. What are you doing? Come out. I'm not doing it. I'm not just gonna let you sneak me. I'm not gonna do it. Come on. Oh, you're so evil. Well, another good thing about no tools. Well, a lantern I don't think would be a tool, and if I found one, I would probably have it on me, but they are noisy. I hear you walking. I hear you. Well, let's, this is a good test of the theory, right? The theory is he won't come in here. And I'm getting wet and slowly getting cold. You gonna come over here or what? I hear you walking. Don't think I don't. I don't hear him walking now. Alright, well, we've had enough fun. We must do what we must do, right? And if the game decides that they want to just walk a wolf right to us, then I guess they're just gonna have to walk a wolf right to us, and there's not much I can do about it. It is funny. I mean, walk around with impunity in the game, and then in other times you're just like a scared, cowering human left to the elements. I know he's over here. They now like to put him in this little hilly area quite often, and you never see him until you walk. Standing up. He'll see you. He will see you, won't he? Come on. Here I am. Woof woof. No? Alright. Bye. Goodbye. He was there. That's the thing. I don't know where, but I heard the footsteps. But I guess he was going the opposite direction. And I'm gonna run, and I'm not gonna climb anywhere, so... Oh, that's true. I gotta get my hide in my gut. Let's scoot along. I do have coffee, so that's good. I don't really have to worry about being so much of a victim. Oh, I'm warming up. Okay, I'm not gonna run then. Now, that could change any second, but just so everybody sees, I don't have tools or weapons, and I got a lot of room left in my inventory, and oop, careful, careful, careful. And I still could carry more. It's just an interesting idea because I'm not running down saplings. I'm not thinking about, and I'm getting wet for sure. I'm not thinking about making a bow, going to the forge, doing all that. But it doesn't stop me from going anywhere. In fact, it makes it a little more critical. I'm not, and the thing is I'm not constrained. If I survive long enough, and on day 45, I say, well, let me go get, let me go get my hammer and my hacksaw, and let's go make some stuff, make some tools and some arrowheads. I can. I'm not going to encounter any wildlife. So, let's get this stuff to Coastal Highway. I'm just glad I was around at the dam area long enough to make it, to get that other... Oh, wait, let's see. How bad am I? Midday. Yeah. Since we have a walk, ahead of us. That's the only way.
Where can I find something to eat?
You're not going to get dry. Well, let's see. If it would stop snowing. Or if it would trail off. Let me check my water situation because I don't think I have much. And I could, actually, I tell you what. It's not a bad idea all in all. I think there's reishi mushrooms right around this area. Yeah, I'm not going to forget the last episode. This is where I was, and there were 3 deer running around with arrows in them. One died. The other died. It was my fault. Totally my fault. I had options. I did not take them. I was hasty. So there are no reishi mushrooms right here? I'll grab the sticks for sure. I'm low on sticks and I have plenty of, Hi guys. Hi. I have plenty of other wood to burn. Oh, I know there's reishi mushrooms right here. Come on. Are they up? Do I have to actually go up here to get them? Well, I already went over here, didn't I? Oh, sorry. This doesn't have, this had the rose hips. But no mushrooms are up here. Alright. I didn't pick the others? Was I cold? I suppose. We're going to a rabbit area, so, oh, I didn't search him?
I'll take it.
I'll take that for the cloth. I'm not, hurting for space in my inventory. So I haven't been up here. That was the other run. Okay. Fine. Fine, fine. Well, I have been up here because I did pick this other rose hip. Anyway, of course, then I had another rose hip that was gone in another place that I had no recollection of ever going to. I don't know. But heck, this is resource area. I need resources. Pick up whatever resources are available. We'll go about our business. I know there's reishi mushrooms down here, but they're along the way as well. So I've got what I came for as far as what was in the cave. I've already picked the cattails. There are reishi mushrooms over here, so we'll just go over here. Pick a couple of them. I'm getting wet. That was my concern, I know. So I could always go back to the cave, warm up, cook up some water. Don't really want to use sticks, but, you know, hey, that's what they're for. Just to burn. Good thing they are replenishable. Replenished. Kind of unsure about the weather too, so it being as warm as it is means it's going to be a severe blizzard when it comes. It should be just awful. Awful, terrible, horrible. Oh, there's a steer up here too, right? That's a good place. I have no wind. Wow, yeah. Not a bad idea. Well, if there are Rishi
I wonder if I can
mushrooms,
drop any of this
I don't see
here.
them at this point. Now I'm over encumbered. That took a bit, didn't it? Can we have a thank you? Thank you so much. Haven't found a fire striker. That's what kills me. I will not find a fire striker. Is there a book? No, I have no book. Okay. 60%. Ouch. Should have started a torch. That's why you start a torch. I've gotten out of the habit.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah, it's not going to give it to me. I know it's not. And the wind may come up any second. But I need, if I'm going to go on this travel, and I have this deer here, this would be the time to grab it.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
ooh, ooh.
That's good.
Yeah, I know how this goes.
Whew, this pack
It
is kinda
it
heavy.
is liable to get ugly any second now. Any moment. But I have places to run, so, you know. And I have fuel. And I'm about to have food, or some more of it. Get this cooked immediately. Eat that right now. It's not that much either, so, you know. Alright. That being done. Yeah, it's like the meat you harvest gives you the calories to get the other things, you know, and that's it. This will take a little longer, I do believe. So let's see. Boom, boom. Hour 39. And I still have weather. This weather's holding out so far. And I should be completely dry. Which I am. Snow's still coming, but I have that buffer. And I'm still overburdened. Interesting.
Man, all I can think about
Oh,
is
because I'm so
food.
tired. That's cool. We have the other cave. So that's fine. Just get across here. Because we don't want to do this in a blizzard for sure. I mean, it's no big deal, but just don't want to do it. The time they start putting wildlife in this area, that would be a whole nother matter. This would be a good place for a moose, you know, if he was in a strategic spot. They like to put nothing in those ones that you have to go out of your way to get. Oh, we're going to my favorite place, Coastal Highway. Nothing. My favorite spot. There's reishi mushrooms over here, though. Somewhere. One of these stumps. No? Yeah. There you are. Why are you so hard to find? I have none in my inventory. It just doesn't seem right to have none in my inventory, so I have to pick a few. It's too bad they don't put anything over here. Maybe they do now. Coal? Is there any coal over here? There should be a bunch of coal. No, it's just timber.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, and it's getting dark. I'd probably need to just kind of scoot on out of here. Let's see what they left us over here. Don't need a rope. Don't need a rope. But that's it. Right? No, we have some coal. Good. Make it worth my while to come up in here. Cool. 2 whole pieces of coal. Well, if that's it, that's it. And pork and beans. Let's not forget the pork and beans.
I need something to eat.
No, you want something to eat. You don't really need something. Is this a death fall or something? No. I've always wanted to climb around here, though. I just never have taken the time. I'm always assuming that it's just a death wish. I'm assuming it's a death wish. I've heard other people say it is. I don't think anybody's ever really climbed everywhere around here. I can't be bothered right now. We have places to go and things to do. We have nobody to see, but we do have places to go. I'm not getting wet. We are scented, though. We are nicely scented. And if you're going to be scented, this is the place to come through. Scented. Because you can survive it. If I had weapon, you know, I don't think I'd come through unless I knew exactly I had some method to get by the wildlife. If there was a wolf in this area, yeah, you pretty much have to take him out. Ooh, it's gonna get nasty really quick, huh? Yes, it is. It's gonna get nasty really quick. And I don't suggest running over this bridge, really. But... oh, come on. Oh, it's the headwind. Oh, that's great, huh? So I gotta go over this fight in a headwind. It's gonna change right against me too. Watch. It's shifting as I speak. Look, it's going to come even. Come on, you know you want to do it. Give me the ultimate headwind. No, it's shifting the other way. It's going to a crosswind. Thank you. Well, that's good to blow me off. That would be cool if it could blow me off, though. That'd be interesting. Like, you can't come across here when it's in a blizzard or you get blown off. I never have fallen, but I always have worried about it. I try to stay within the limits, you know, for sure. They do have, well, a pretty good bit of slop to it. I think you have to kind of push it a little bit to fall. I'd say if you were playing with a joystick, with a game controller, it could be a little more difficult right there. And I am completely warm and 100% conditioned. This is, I don't even know what to say to that. I don't think I've ever gone across here and
I'm gonna need to rest.
not been cold on the other side. Except maybe when I had 40-degree bonus. That'd be about it. A little sip of coffee and let's take a walk. Now, I have not encountered a wolf up this far. So, all in all, I should be able to make it down here without an encounter. And this is an excellent place to drop all this fresh stuff off to cure while I'm messing around doing other things. Let's check out our friend up here. I do have scent on me. I don't know what the distance that scent is going to affect.
This stuff will come in handy.
Yeah, we're going to take that. We're going to fix those up. So, you know, the wolf could be on his way towards me. That I don't really know. No. And since I do not know for sure how that's going to work out, you know, you would assume, of course, it would be if you're upwind that the scent will carry down. I dropped stalk. No, I want the stalk. But I don't know. I won't claim that one way or another. I don't know. I've seen the scent. Oh, there you go, right there, huh? I've seen the scent go either way. I've seen them come toward me when the wind was blowing the opposite direction from where they would have smelled it, and they still were gravitated toward me. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to pick cattails right now. I'm going to go right down the creek, and I'm going to head right up the hill. I'm going to get out of this. And I'm going to drop all this off. I'm going to put some distance here. Now, I may meet the bear. That's just the problem. I don't think I've ever encountered the wolf, like, right here. The bear, yeah, he could be in the creek right now. Never had the wolf chase me up this hill. I'm glad I heard him, though. That was a little ominous because I know he doesn't smell me. Well, I don't think he smells me. That's something that's just nebulous. I don't know. I mean, how would you know when you're being stalked if you can't see? Which is a very cool thing about the game. I mean, I love it because, especially in areas like this, you have no way to know if you're being stalked at a particular moment. And that's how it happens. You could go past a rock. He smells you. He's behind the rock. He's behind you. You know, you don't know. Most people, of course, just do not walk around scented. They just don't do it. Look at the scent bar disappeared. It no longer is up there. Now it's up there. That's pretty interesting. Really? You're going to remind me after I'm out of danger? And for all intents and purposes, I might as well, just for the weight of it, drop him here as well. And we've already made up our hooks and lines, which I think is great. I have 4. I still have 3 sewing kits. Well, 2.5. We're going to find more here. But the hooks and line are great, you know. And I still have 4 gut. And so there's right, deerskin boots right there. No, you only need 2 for deerskin, but there's deerskin pants if I want it right there. 3.6, 4.5. That's the great thing about these boots, which precludes me even needing the other boots other than to break down, you know. But 3.6, yeah, 10%, 7%. But I do need pants. That's the other thing. I have a layer, so this would be replacing. This would be an addition too. So that's the deal with that. Did I bring my can openers? Tell me I brought. I bet I did not bring. And they would be in my tools, wouldn't they? Right? I had 2 can openers. Did I just not bring that? Either one? Aren't they in tools? I know I didn't break them down. Maybe I'm thinking about another run. And I have not found a can opener. I could have sworn that I had 2 can openers. Oh well. Well, we'll be fine as far as weight. So we'll keep it. Right? We're coming to a place with a bunch of kitchens. And so there should be many can openers, right? I shouldn't have to worry about can openers. I should find many can openers. Right. And I suppose that's my contention. If you go to a place where there's kitchens, you would think you would have a high percentage chance of finding a can opener, and that's not always the case. I have lost no condition. That's crazy. I don't know that I've been this good on any run, but I have. What I have everything set to medium on loss is what the deal is. So that's helping me, obviously. But as far as the cold, I mean, temperature, all that's still very high. Blizzards, all that. So none of that's changed. My susceptibility, and the only thing that's very high was Interloper's water consumption. Everything else I set to high. I didn't set to medium, I set to high. But I just changed water from very high. And I think that's it. I think it's the only one set to very high. Anyway, boom. That was the deal with the other previous run that I lost, being stupid. Those were all set to very high loss on everything, and I had forgotten that I'd set it that way. So that was one of the things I was both completely taken by surprise that I'd lost as much condition as I had. Then I was equally surprised that I could not regain condition because I changed that as well to very low or low condition recovery. We're on Interloper, it's medium. I do believe, I could be wrong. But as far as runs go, even though I'm not going to go to the forge to make tools or weapons, I'm in typically good. I guess this is really just a decent interloper run, or beyond decent. I found two. Of course, these are common items now in interloper. You do find, these were always, I'd say common, but common enough, depending on where you go. But nothing out of the ordinary here. But you do find them in interloper, but it's rare. But then again, they've changed some of this a little bit. Like the boots you wouldn't find as much, and then on some interloper runs you'll find 5 pair of boots. So it varies. But as far as it goes, I mean, I've seen people have much more, and I've seen people have much. I've had much more. I won't say much more. I've had a good bit more and a good bit less. But considering this is like better than typical, but not atypical. But set up pretty good. And the only thing, and that's the only other issue is this. Typically on Interloper, as what's going on now, you're in a race for food, and there we go, and you're just kind of scavenging food as you go. So that's the deal. That'll just continue. I'm just going to have to be a scavenger. Getting to the point where I go to the forge and make the bow and make other things, not being part of the equation, there will be no sigh of relief,
Oh, I need to find food.
There will be no sigh of relief of going to the forge and saying, okay, now I have arrowheads and now I can make a bow. But there's deerskin pants right there. So I'll be coming out of this in good shape. Then all I'll need is this to complete my wardrobe. I actually do 100% right here in custom, which is cool. And we are now up to 66. But that'll soon be remedied because I'm going to be going down to the fishing hut. And in the fishing hut, we can drop all this wood. So that's a big deal there.
I can use this.
Not really at this moment because I have all this cloth here, which I'm going to do, get some sunshine happening, get some temperature going on outside, get the wind dying down. Telling the game I don't have to go outside in your rough weather. I'll stay in here and tear up cloth and, pretend I don't care. Where's my chocolate bar or something? Yeah, that's one thing about Coastal Highway. There's plenty of cloth available. And I don't particularly care if I'm a little overweight. Any amount of wood I can have when I arrive there is wonderful.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Take something to drink. I'm just slightly overweight. So now it will be time to make our way down here. I'm not scented. So that's all good. First, I'm going to walk over here and see if the bear is around. As far as I'm concerned, any wildlife that I can see first before they see me is great. At a safe distance, of course. We'll treat this as like a zoo. We're in a zoo and we're going to look at the animals.
I will die if I don't get food soon.
Right? We're going to go look at the animals. It's funny too because they'll walk this bear up here behind a tree. I mean, they will walk him up here for a good ways. I've sat here for, I don't know, 2 minutes and then watched the bear appear out from behind a distant tree and then immediately walk up to go behind another tree and continue walking behind another tree. Where if you didn't see that little black spot move, if you were distracted somewhere else, you would never know. So the idea that, you know, this necessarily buys you anything, only if you're paying attention. They will sneak. They'll do the same as wolves. They'll walk them up behind a ridge of snow. All right, well, I am sufficiently satisfied that there's no present danger. So I'm perfectly happy with going down here and at least doing a little cattail picking. But you do have to give it a second. There's no guarantee that it's not a spawn per particular area. I'm not quite sure. You don't know. I've never seen an animal spawn in, so I wouldn't say I would say they're already in the area when you enter the area, but I don't know. I have no definitive statement on that one. But I typically do not encounter the wolf except farther down. There's obviously one out in the middle of all this, over to my right. But he typically does not come down here in the creek bed. I haven't seen him, so if it happens, it happens. And it won't be because I'm knowingly flirting with disaster. This is about the safest spot. You could be picking cattails on the way. This and on up. If you just have to have some, this is the place, this is the area to pick them. In my lengthy experience. And if I have to, well, I'm not getting cold. I'm getting a little cold. That's it. And I'm in no particular hurry. And I could leave some of these cattails. Which I just may. I may just abandon grabbing the ones down further. Because I'll need my wits about me at that point. Down there is where you're going to end up picking cattails and having the bear walk up on you. So, I could take my leave and just go across. Instead of walking on back down that way. Which in some ways is actually better. I'm going to take a look first because I'm not I'm not completely convinced that there's not a wolf spawn up here. There is that rabbit grove area. There's another grove or a house. I want to go down further first. I don't want to quite make my angle of travel go that far. I want to get to the fishing village in one piece. Now, notwithstanding, this is just as risky because the bear could be anywhere along there, but the good thing is if I stay up to the high ground, I have a better chance of seeing what's going on. Now, of course, the corpses that are out here, down a ways, typically have, well, that's true, the rifle's not in the game. Sometimes they have tools or shells. Something I'm not concerned about. I know I'm probably going to get a sprained ankle. A sprained ankle I can deal with. A wolf attack I don't want to have to deal with. As you can see, there's the coast. But I can promise you there is a wolf and a bear out here. Make no mistake on that. And this isn't necessarily a good thing, because being up here out of the cover of trees means they can see you if they do come out. So there again, you know, be forewarned that if you're not crouched and they do appear from wherever they are, they can look up and see you from a distance, quite a long way. And they will immediately come after you. And you can't run uphill, generally, when you're doing that. Taking the high road, be forewarned that, of course, if you're on a steep hill, you can't turn and run to your left if you're being attacked from your right. So it may be good to come around a corner or over a hill to take a look when you're crouched, but not necessarily good just to run, or rather walk along the ridge. Just like in a first-person shooter, you're able to be seen and sniped. That's kind of what the wolf does. He sees you and snipes you. I'm going to do this because he's probably going to be down to my right, not ahead of me. So I'll run this ridge. Because the weather's getting nasty. And the bear could be anywhere along here too. He could be coming up that hill right there, if he's down at the fishing village. So even though the weather's kind of turning a little bit, it's midday and everything, I'm not gonna just run down there and say I'm not worried whether there's something down there or not. I'll take a look. I know, I'm being paranoid. And hey, a wolf could come out up here too. I don't know. I don't really know. They do travel around.
I gotta warm up somehow.
He'd be in bad shape. I'd go over the edge, I'll tell you that, if he's going to come after me here. I wouldn't hesitate to go over the hedge for that. I'm going to go over the edge anyway. I'm going to go down
Damn.
here.
Oh,
Really?
that hurts.
I just didn't I just barely I barely started that. You're not getting your painkillers through your hand. You're going to have to suck that one up. Ooh, we're about freezing. Not bad, though. For all our travels, we're doing good with condition. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to head right out to this fishing
So
hut.
cold. So cold.
In the event that there is a wolf over there at the fishing village, he can come run after me here. I mean, I'm going to play this very cautiously. Because I am pretty loaded, you know. Let's see. Good place to unload. Good bit of stuff. Just that little bit, huh? Well, I'm not getting warm. And, but, you know, fishing would be good. We need the calories right now. I don't have any fishing skill, I don't think. What is my skills are nothing, huh? My skills are junk. Nothing, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I need to be fishing and cooking. It is time to ice fish. But first off, let's check this out. I'm going to feel relatively safe until I hear a bark. No, I'm going to run. And I guess I'll say now, you know, you obviously have to know that Interloper is different
This will come in handy.
than Custom or Stalker or Voyager, in that they do put less wolves in Interloper. That's fine. I'll take that. Meaning, simply put, if you put the rifle in Interloper, you're giving yourself a bit of an unfair advantage because you actually have less, predatory wildlife to deal with. They still respawn in 3 days after you kill them, and the bears 10 days. All that's the same, but there are less of them. If this was a Voyager run or a Stalker run, I guarantee you that there would be a wolf up here. There would be a wolf either out on the pier or up here. Almost 100% guaranteed. I mean, I don't know. There may be one out here. They may have spawned him in when I ran over here, but he's not looking at me, didn't see me. This is just the type of situation where you run out thinking that, well, I came up here and I didn't hear anything, and so there's no wolf here, and then all of a sudden bark, bark. So, yeah, it happens. Same thing with the bear. You didn't see the bear yet, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be standing outside the door when you come out. So in that, it's pretty variable, but there are more wolves. There are more wolves in Voyager and Stalker. Which means if you do have the rifle in the game, it's actually a little more sporting. You have a lot more wildlife to deal with. If you're going to go to right here in Coastal Highway, you got a rifle, well, you better have plenty of shells if you're planning on shooting all the wolves, because there'll be 15 of them. All told, there'll be 15 wolves here. No. Yeah, I know it's a long episode, but, who cares? We're making progress. I'm going to take all this stuff. And we're about to go, do some damage out there. I don't know if fishing in the daytime or at nighttime, whether it matters, whether it's in a blizzard. I've caught fish, many fish, at different times. It's been highly variable. I guess I should have crouched just to be safe. I tell you what, I have been killed here many, many, many times. This is a volatile spot right here. Can be. Ooh, looky here. Stone. That's a big stone. I'm that close to it, huh? I don't know why it came to my mind just now, because I guess because I broke down that crate. I did not break the crates down next to the table at the camp office, and there could have been a magnifying glass there. Sometimes you can't see it. It's there. You have to break the crates down to see it, and I did not do that. How could I have done that? I was thinking about it, and I completely forgot about doing it. Alright, well, guess I don't have to wonder whether there's going to be a blizzard. Alright. We'll leave off here. That's fine. No problem.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Because I will say, if I can go outside and fish and be warm, yeah, I'll go for that. It could do that to me, I think. I think it could be warm. I mean, I've been warm in the game several times. I don't want to have to burn wood if I don't have to. Because if I'm going to go out there, ooh, I have nothing to break the ice with. Ooh, I didn't think
Good,
about
you're not
that.
thirsty.
I have no way to break the ice. Interesting. I have no way to break the ice. Ouch. We better be hoping some deer spawns out here really quick like, huh? Cause I can't break the ice. Yep. Hmm. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to sit out here and think about this for a minute, aren't I? Decisions, decisions.
I'll take it.
Well, uh, being all prepared to fish. I mean, there I have a lot of sewing kits, but you know, can I like just heat up some water and pour boiling water on it? Can I pour boiling water here? No. Could I put a flame there? Could I like something? No? I guess not. All right, well, I can't break the ice. We're going to have to rethink this a little bit. So, meet me back here and I might have some kind of answer. I don't know. I'll have to think about this one. So, give me a like, let me know what you think, and tell me that I need to abandon this and go back to Interloper. See you on the next run.